Well, many applications are digestible in both formats, but if you look at email and web security, they can absolutely be delivered in a more efficient and more accurate fashion in the cloud, in SaaS, software as a service security. And what we're seeing at Webroot is a massive growth in those areas. If you look at the market currently, it's estimated around 20% of businesses use hosted email security. But the prediction is by 2013, that'll be 70 to 80% of the market. So we're seeing a massive shift already that customers are realizing the cost and technical benefits of using hosted security. There will always be on-network protection required, such as, for example, protecting the endpoint. You'll need some sort of antivirus protection against the old viruses, the USB keys, mobile devices. But an awful lot of security and protection today can be moved to the cloud, giving more protection, more function, and improved operating efficiency and cost for the business. Well, whilst it's got quite a large number of users, customers realise there's a value in protection. And certainly what the channel can do is help advise those customers of the way the market is shifting. There is more threats now coming off the internet than any other medium. We're looking at around 80–85% of spyware comes off websites, for example. So what Webroot customers are finding is that using cloud security is giving them greater protection against the greater threats. And that's an opportunity for our channel to take that proposition and explain the benefits to the customer. We're seeing an increase in regulatory issues in the UK, certainly not to the degree of the US. And recently the Information Commissioner's Office put some regulations in place around data protection and fines for leakage of data. And that's certainly raised awareness. However, what we're seeing really drive customers to choose security issues and follow is not regulations, it's more the nature of the economic climate we're in and the threats that they're under from the internet. So realistically, we're seeing them adopt things such as SaaS security because it helps them reduce and manage cost and give them greater protection against these issues, more than being forced to do so by regulations. Well, mobile devices now are proliferant, whether they be PCs or whether they be mobile phones. So the challenge there for the customer is how to offer protection against all these threats for these devices that aren't even inside my network. And that's an opportunity for the reseller community and the channel to advise those customers on making that simple, giving them protection for a user no matter where they are from all the threats that still affect them, but in a simple format. And that's ideal for SaaS, software as a service security. And one of the key things we've seen at Webroot is a massive demand on the web side for that, because it's really difficult with web products and appliances to deliver mobile support. It can be done, but it's complex. We make it easy and much more resilient. So users at a hotspot in a cafe or a hotel are totally protected, the same as they were on the network, but without having to connect back to the corporate network. Well, having a compliance for security for all businesses would be a good thing. A lot of businesses don't realise the importance, and certainly the business directors don't understand and support the IT people in terms of the investment they need to protect their business. And that's an ideal medium for hosted or SaaS security, because what we enable a customer to do is get the same protection in a 20-user business as a business of 20,000 users may, but at a price that is affordable to that size of business. Because if you think about it, a user within a small business is under as much threat as a user in a large corporate. All they're seen to the attacker as is an email address or an IP address. So spam, spyware, phishing attacks, etc. don't target an individual in a smaller company any different than a larger. So this is an easy way that a small business could protect themselves to the necessary levels, but in an affordable fashion.